Hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. Hopefully this one will go a little bit longer today as we have the Elite Series 104 Dakota Kai. Technically mocked, but it do be a will fucked up. That's alright though. With how cheap I got this on Amazon, I can't complain too much about the packaging, especially with being a loose collector. Technically, I only have like two mock figures, and even then they both were technically opened, so meh. Anywho, I guess with all that jazz being said, you saw all the shish on everything. Let's get this figure all opened up, and part of me just kind of wants to tear this with my hands, but I don't know. Do I be a good boy and open it like a normal Elite, kind of just like reminisce on this packaging a little bit, or do I just say fuck it? And I say fuck it. It's not like I really care all that much anyway, if the package is really that bad. Not gonna be saving it anytime soon. I guess this is the first time you guys can watch me open an action figure like a complete maniac. And no, I don't normally do this. This is why I have the trusty knife for, but meh. We don't care that much today. Just gonna throw this stuff behind me. Hopefully I don't hit my cat. If she's even in here, I don't know. She likes to fuck off and hide, and then she'll come back, and she's a little interesting shithead. Is this figure wrapped in by any protection? Nope. Alright, so I ain't gotta worry about stupid shish. This is just gonna hurt your guys' ears if I do it on camera, so I'll try to not talk too much. If I can manage to do this with one hand, that is. Because, like, holy shit, why is that leg so goddamn hard to get out? That's also what she probably said. Not like she... Never mind. Never mind. Not even gonna finish that sentence. Not worth it. Holy crikey, though. Finally got the Dakota Kai out of the box. Now just gotta get the rest of this out of the packaging. I still don't know how I'm gonna get this microphone out. Never mind. We'll find that later. We'll find all these accessories here in a moment. Oh, at least the one hand didn't fly out somewheres. Sorry for the little pause in just everything. I didn't really expect to do it like that. My brain just kind of impulsively took over. But yeah, so now that we've got the Dakota Kai out of the packaging, we can go over her accessories. First things first. Normally this is like a staple in AEW figure reviews, but today we've got a WWE microphone looking pretty snazzy. She comes with a single fist hand and a Samoa Joe, like, I don't know what to really call this hand, but I think it means like hello or whatever. Anywho, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is getting into the figure itself. She does also come with two mic holding hands. At least that's what they're supposed to be, but when it comes to how small the women's hands can be, you'd probably have a better chance at actually using the AEW microphones here. But, just getting into the figure itself, I can't tell if this is sculpted on or if it's its own separate piece. It's definitely like its own separate piece, but I can't seem to move this little waist wrap anywhere. But just know that is actually molded onto the figure in a sense. It's not just painted on there. The straps are actually also attached to that, so that's kind of nice to know. Her pink and black attire, along with the little silver stripes and, well, like gems and such stuff of that nature. I can't fucking speak tonight, so my apologies. It looks really nice. Going in from the back view, we can see a tattoo up here underneath her neck. Don't know what the hell that is. It's probably a fish, because that's what it looks like. No, that's definitely not a fish. My cat is fucking with the Dakota Kai box back there, but I can't tell what that is from a distance. It looks like a fish. Up close, it looks like some henna tattoo shit, so we'll just leave that alone. She's also got different phases of the moon on her arm, I'm assuming that is, because that's what that looks like to me. She's also got this interesting little, like, flower tattoo with birds, and pretty nice tattoos so far, you know. I don't know what the hell that is. To be honest, it kind of looks like a Doc Ock arm from afar. And there's two of them technically. Other than that, I don't know if she has any other tattoos, and if she does, they're not very visible. But getting into the rest of the figure herself, I guess you could say, the top is really cool, of course matching with the rest of the outfit. She's got the little choker going around the neck, which is also technically a part of her attire, I think, like the top itself. I don't think that's separate pieces, though it's kind of painted like it's separate pieces. I don't know if that was just kind of a mess up on the paint app on the one side. No, it kind of fits that way on both sides, so they probably were just hoping the long hair would kind of cover up the little bits of paint they didn't bother to use. It's fine with me. Got a little bit of blonde and pink in the hair. You know, she's rocking her Seth Rollins phase, and I don't know who you could really reference that has pink in her hair, but maybe Naomi? I don't know. Overall, pretty decent woman's figure. She does have some boot rotation, though she's, of course, got the basic woman boot mold. She ain't got no ankle pivot. That's alright. Most of the women's figures don't at this point. I don't know really what else to say. Why don't we get this figure into a pose, and we can talk a little bit more about this figure, shall we? Alrighty, now that we've got her up in a little pose, she's high-fiving Io Sky, or Io Shirai, whatever you would like to call her. Review is up on the channel now if you would like. Sorry, I kind of pointed the knife in the camera. I've been doing that a little bit as of late. Don't know why, so meh. Anywho, what can I really say about this figure? Honestly, this Dakota Kai is actually pretty fun to kind of mess around with. The attire's nice. The posability's decent as far as the ankles go. Could get better, but hopefully they'll upgrade that at some point when it comes to the women's figures. But what can I really say about this figure? Honestly, for a first time ever getting a Dakota Kai in the collection, obviously, as you know, I've been recently, as of late, been trying to actively get more of a women's collection going. Honestly, this is probably one of the better attires I can think of for Dakota Kai, unless you want to go into like a bit of a retro attire, I guess you could say. Which I think they did make a basic figure of Dakota Kai from an era I would like to see in, like, elite form, but it's not an elite, so never picked it up. Anywho, now I'm definitely going to get copyrighted. This is why I tend to have a selective playlist. I should have just let it play, honestly, but I'm not risking the copyright for a review. I'll risk the copyright for the pick fed, though. Anywho, just overall, what would I say about this Dakota Kai now that I've kind of lost my train of thought? I would have to say that this figure is definitely a good solid 8.5 out of 10. It's almost like perfect. Personally, for me, I feel like them having the picture of the belt being propped up in the like photo like shot for this figure along with the back of the box picture. They should have included a women's championship with this, but they didn't. Thankfully, this EOS guy does come with one, so if you would like to, maybe grab that. At least you'll get one of the women's championships that you could have had. But anywho, with that being said, it doesn't really matter. That's probably my only gripe with it. Maybe an extra fist hand when it have hurt. But that's besides the point. It's pretty damn close to perfect. Of course, when it comes to women's figures as well, you get the little weird ankle articulation problem that happens with every women's figure. They give them the basic articulation for boot molds. Don't get it, don't understand why, but it'll continue until Mattel changes it. So I said 8.5 out of 10. We'll go with a good solid 4.3 out of 5 stars. If I said 4.5, I feel like that'd be more of a 9. So we'll kind of leave it in the middle there in a sense. But with that being said, this video is already going on a little bit longer than I intended it to, so we're going to kind of wrap things up a little bit. If you would like to, feel free to like the video. If you didn't like the video though, that's alright. Don't know really what else to say to you. But if you would like to and you did like the video, feel free to go check out some of the other action figure reviews and stuff of that nature, as we do also do unboxing videos where where that one was first revealed, not the EOS guy, the Dakota Kai. I also do pick fed videos as well. As you can see, we've got a bunch of tables set up around the arena, getting set for the second to last match on Absolute Carnage's card. By the time this review goes up though, we'll probably be like some point through that. I'm just waiting to upload the Intercontinental Championship match. So far the John Silver match has gone up. It's doing pretty alright for being uploaded this morning. So we'll have to check back in on that one here in a few days to kind of get more of a conclusive feeling on the views for that one. The Kenny versus Bobby match, though, that's been doing pretty well. I want to say that's sitting at like 50 or 60 views. The Cage of Carnage, after about 10 days, is sitting at almost 300 views. So, the Fed's doing pretty decent for the pay-per-view so far. And with that being said, though, I don't really have much else to say other than maybe feel free to go follow me on Instagram as well. I don't feel like telling what I tend to post on there. I tend to do it a lot in every video, so I'm just going to kind of gloss over that. And if you would like to, feel free to subscribe. After all, it is free to subscribe. It'd be doing me a big service, currently sitting at 184 subs, so we're almost 15 away from being at 200, more or less just 16, just one subscriber off from being 15 away. Super excited at the fact that we're almost at 200 subs. Never really thought that we would be getting even that many subscribers, let alone some of the views we tend to get. Because looking back at some of the videos, because I don't always look back at certain reviews and how much it's improved since the last time I looked at it. But the 106 Usos review is doing really well. There's a lot of figure reviews that are doing well, a lot better than I anticipated. But yeah, I guess with that being said, I can shut the fuck up. I'll stop rambling. Have a good rest of your night, day, morning, afternoon, whatever it is. I don't know, because I'm not in your time zone. I'm not near you, at least I hope I'm not near you. And if I am, oh well. But on that note, doses, oses, bang.